Hey folks, how's it going? Dr. Spin. In my quest to find my favorite albums from 2021, I've been doing these weekly eliminations and then sharing them out with you, see what you think. So at the end of this video, I'm going to have clips from each of these bands up and give them a listen and see if I'm on the right track with this stuff. So today I'm looking at Cynic's Traced in Air versus Sons of Apollo's 2020. Sons of Apollo is a fantastic supergroup, as they would call it, made up of members of, Dream Theater and Talus and a wide variety of studio musicians, all top-notch guys in their field. And they've come together to make a couple of albums, and I feel like Sons of Apollo is a really great example of like contemporary progressive metal and kind of with an AOR tinge. It's not fully super heavy, but definitely has a sense of being kind of accessible, but definitely branches out into some very adventurous stuff thematically and in song form. The music on this is great. The performances are great. Highly virtuosic players who are not afraid to show off their chops. Okay, let's take a look at that in comparison to Cynic. You can say a lot of the same things about Cynic, although Cynic was not really a supergroup at the time that they made this. They had broken up and had some time off, quite a bit of time off, and came back together due to their interest in their debut album. And this is a huge step forward for them in comparison to their first album. So what I see with Cynic that really makes them unique is that by this point, they really are fully a progressive rock band. The previous album, you could have a lot of the death metal affectations to it were still present. But here they're really falling into the progressive rock mode. And what makes them so unique is they sort of dodged a lot of the sort of conventions of progressive metal in their evolution. They kind of went straight for the throat. They come at progressive metal with a really, really advanced harmonic palette, a lot of melodic content to their music, and very nice song structures, okay? Really pushes it past the next level, not just like regular tunes and some magical stuff going on in this album. So I really can't advocate for this album strong enough, and I know that a lot of people, this is old news to you, but I'm just now getting into Cynic, and this album really, really blew me away. And as much as I like Sons of Apollo, they're a great example of sort of the end point of like hard rock, heavy metal type music. These guys were starting to open up the door whenever they made this album, and really starting to speak in terms of like what would happen if like, Dave Weckl or Vinnie Colaiuta, those kinds of players, Alan Holdsworth, got into playing heavier style music. This would be like what that would sound like. So between these two, for me, it's kind of no contest. As much as I like the Sons of Apollo disc, Cynic's Traced in Air is the winner here. So agree, disagree? Please listen to both these tracks in the sound of below, and then like and subscribe and share the video out with your friends. And then if you want to know when more of these is going to happen, please keep your eyes open. Until then, catch you guys on the flip side.